Hi everyone, and to all my subscribers, welcome back to my channel, Useful English with Alex. I'm Alex. I'm a teacher and I've been teaching English as a second language for so many years now. In this tutorial, we are going to learn the past tense modals, and they are could have, would have, and should have. To learn these models, we are going to look at a sample sentence, its meaning, structure, use, and context. So let's get started. The first modal is could have. For example, I could have studied more, but I was too lazy, so I failed my exam. What does I could have studied mean? It means that you did not study at all. And it also means that you had the ability and a big chance to study more in the past, but you did not do it. As a result, you failed your exam. Because you failed your exam, you also regretted your decision not to study. Let's take a look at the structure and tense of the sample sentence, I could have studied more. The structure of I could have studied is that subject, which is I, plus could have, plus past participle. The past participle is studied. Tense. The tense is in the past tense modals, which means that the action could have studied or the story could have started in the past and finished in the past. We are now going to look at the use and context of could have. When do we use could have, and in what context do we use could have? Use could have plus past participle to show that you have the ability and opportunity to do something in the past, but you did not do it. Use it in the context or situation where you have the ability, opportunity, a good chance to do something in the past. You did not do what you wanted to do because you decided to do something. In the example, you decided or chose to be lazy. As a result, you regretted your decision or choice. So, could have plus past participle shows regret. Could have can be used in a sentence using if. For example, I could have passed my exam if I had studied more. You can reverse this sentence by saying, if I had studied more, I could have passed my exam. What does I could have passed mean? It means that you did not pass your exam because you did not study. Instead of studying more, you probably did something else. And because you did not study, you regretted this decision. We are going to look at the structure, use, and context of the sentence, if I had studied more, I could have passed my exam. The structure of this sentence has two parts. The first part is the if clause. It is called the if clause because it starts with the word if. So the structure goes like this. If plus subject, which is I, plus had, plus past participle. And the past participle is studied. The second part is the main clause. And the structure goes like this. Subject, which is I, plus could have, plus past participle. And the past participle is past. Remember that could have always go together. Now let's take a look at the use and context of this structure. Use this structure to show that you have the ability and opportunity to do something in the past, but you did not do it. The keywords are ability, opportunity, in the past. I hope it's clear. Would have. Would have is also a past tense modal, and it is a little bit different from could have. For example, I would have studied more, but I was too lazy. Let's take a look at its meaning, structure, use, and context. The meaning of this sentence is that you did not study. However, it was possible for you to study, but you did not. So the key word here is possible. Let's take a look at the structure. The structure is would have, and they always go together. Plus past participle, and the past participle is studied. Use and context. Use this structure to show that something was possible to do in the past, but you did not do it, so you regretted your decision. You regretted it because you did not do something that was possible in the past. Just like could have, would have can also be used in a sentence using if. For example, I would have passed my exam if I had studied more. You can say this sentence in reverse. If I had studied more, I would have passed my exam. So what does this sentence mean? It means that you did not pass your exam because you did not study. This structure has two parts. The first part is the main clause, and the main clause is I would have passed my exam. The structure is subject, which is I, plus would have, plus past participle, and the past participle is past. The second part is the if clause, and the if clause is if I had studied more. The structure is if plus subject, which is I, plus had plus past participle, and the past participle is studied. When do we use this structure? Use this structure to show that an action did not actually happen because something else did not happen first. Let me explain. The action or the story that did not actually happen is I would have passed my exam. And the action that did not happen first is if I had studied more. This structure shows regret. It shows regret because it was possible for you to pass your exam if only you studied. So the keyword here is possible. It's possible to do it in the past, but you did not do it. The keyword is about possibility in the past. Moving on to the last past tense modal, which is should have. For example, I did not study, so I did not pass my exam. I should have studied. What does I should have studied mean? It means that you wanted to study, but you did not. Take note that the keyword here is wanted, which means that you have the desire and the need to study, but you did not study, so it did not happen. The structure of the sentence is that subject, which is I, should have, plus past participle. Should have always go together, and the past participle is studied. When do you use this structure, should have plus past participle? Use this structure to show that you wanted to do something in the past, but you did not do it. Because you did not do it, the result is that you regretted your decision. In the example above, the decision that you regretted is that you did not study. We are going to review all the past tense modals that we have learned in this tutorial, and they are could have, would have, and should have. Could have, use this past tense modal to show that you have the ability and opportunity to do something in the past. The keywords here are ability and opportunity. Would have, use this past tense modal to show that you have the possibility to do something in the past, and the keyword here is possibility. Should have, use this past tense modal to show that you wanted to do something in the past. The keyword here is wanted. All these past tense modals, could have, would have, should have, show regrets, which means that you feel sorry for yourself because you did not do something in the past. If you like this tutorial, please send me comments, feedback, and likes. Please share and subscribe if you like. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.